Hey guys, so this is a short update video of how things are going with me learning how to play the violin. So my goal is to play the Menuet in G in 30 days at full tempo, and play in a way where I felt proud of my progress. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'll show you my first attempt that I made in Menuet. It was basically a sight read, so it definitely wasn't the greatest sounding attempt. But today I'll play the second attempt, which is about 2 weeks of practice. Then I'll talk about things that I liked and things I didn't like, and some of the things that I learned during that experience. Well, I think that's it for all the introductions and all the stalling that I can do. Here's my second attempt, and I hope you enjoy it. So some of the things that I liked about the past 2 weeks of learning how to play the violin was actually picking up the instrument and playing it. I really enjoy the process of making sounds, manipulating sounds, and then being able to express my feelings and my creativity through music and through the instrument. I really like how portable the violin is and how small it is compared to, let's say, a piano. So that's been a big joy. It was actually just learning how to play the instrument itself. So some of the things that I didn't like about the past 2 weeks, I think there's just little things where anybody who's new to learning anything, in this case an instrument, is just feeling like a beginner, like feeling like you're dumb and you don't know what you're doing and if you're going in the right direction. But I think the hardest thing about this whole journey is that you kind of have to have like a mental fortitude to fight off all of the negative self-talk and criticism from not so much other people, but really from yourself. I know that as I'm doing this and then looking at my playing and then comparing myself to other people or to other musicians, it makes me feel very small, makes me feel very insignificant, makes me feel like I'm wasting my time. I keep telling myself, you suck, can't do it, this is way too hard. The friends that tell you that you're doing a great job, they're just saying that and they don't really think that you are doing a great job. These are all like the negative self-talk that goes on in my head as I'm learning a new instrument. So I think the biggest thing that I learned this past 2 weeks was that I really had to lower my expectations on the goals that I made. I told myself that I would practice every day for at least an hour. And there were times where I just didn't have that time. Last week was a very, very hard week and I barely had any time. And I'm the kind of person that would say, hey, you made this goal to do 1 hour practice, so you better do it. And if you can't do an hour, you might as well just not do it at all. Like, that's my mindset. It's like all or nothing. But, you know, I think sometimes showing up is really good enough. And there are times where I just picked up the violin and just did scales for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And that was it. And I had to be okay with that. And there was a lot of guilt that I had about that, where I said, oh, I'm just not doing enough. But that's the story that I have been growing up with all my life, is that, oh, the things that you're doing is just not good enough. But sometimes showing up, picking up the instrument, playing for like 5 minutes, honestly, like that is good enough. Because I feel like we give so much of our time to our work and to our school or to other people or to things in life, and we barely have time left to give back to us. And I think sometimes it's important to make that a priority. Anyway, that's enough of my soapbox speech. I tend to do that a lot. I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like, comment below on some of the things that you've been working on this year and how's that going for you. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. That'll help me out a lot. And subscribe if you want to see more of my journey through learning the violin and hopefully other various art forms later on in the year. You can also head over to my Instagram @WisdomMakesArt, and there you'll find my daily practice on the violin as well as other various art stuff that I post. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.